Tuesday, December 29th. I hope everyone's doing well. It's been a while since I came out and posted a video of how our garden's doing. This year, it's been a warm year in Southern California. We're having a La Nina year, which means warmer winters and drier winters. We have a lot of moisture in our garden here today because yesterday rained quite a bit. We had a lot of rain, and it's the first rain in months, so it's pretty exciting. This is our winter garden, and then we're gonna talk about what's in here. We'll start off with the wasabi. This is always a very interesting plant, and a plant that I attempted to grow in a more complicated fashion, and I did it in a more of a hydroponic setting, and it didn't do well. And it was very disappointing because a lot of people had high hopes about it. So we're gonna go about it a more simplistic way, and this plant is doing really well. We got it as a tuber, and it's shot out a lot of leaves, and then down in the very bottom there's another offshoot that came out, and it's gonna obviously do really well right now because it's cool. Wasabi takes a long time to grow. I think a couple years before you get a nice root or rhizome or stem actually, and so it's gonna do really well right now. The true test will be in the summer, and some of the design ideas for this setup have this sheer curtain that we no longer use. I think it's cotton, and it's here for 3 reasons. The first is to diffuse the light. So wasabi's very sensitive to our harsh Southern California sun. Secondly, it keeps the bugs out. The bugs, like caterpillars, really love the leaves. And third, I'm hoping that by wetting it, I can keep the humidity up and the temperatures down. And speaking of temperatures, it's growing in a grow bag, and one of the properties of evaporation is that it cools things down. So hopefully in the summer I can wet it to keep the environment humid and cool for it. So that's a reason for me growing in grow bags. As you can see with the potato plant, when the water wicks and evaporates, the soil temperature is cooler. And we have a temperature probe in here. It's just in there for fun now, but earlier I had gotten a couple of these temperature probes to test out that idea, and I compared the soil temperature that's in a grow bag versus soil temperature nearby, and it's been a difference of about 5 to 10 degrees in the summertime. So very hopeful about that setup. And then this is our fall winter crop that we have. This is a Asperbrock, and it's also known as Broccolini. Broccolini is a trademark name, so you won't often find this the seed sold as Broccolini, and this is the first time we're growing it. I really enjoy Broccolini, so we have 3 plants. Hopefully we have some nice Broccolini to harvest. This is red choy, and growing purple plants is always fun. We have mustard. This year we grew a lot of mustard and found that mustard is a very dependable green. It grows fast, and what I like about it is that it is between tender and fibrous. So the bok choy is nice and crispy, but the kale grows really well here, but it's a little bit more fibrous. So this is a nice fast green that grows. And then this is a hybrid bok choy that's been really productive for us in the summertime. We have some watermelon radishes down here, and then we have spinach. Spinach is a good plant, but it grows very, very slowly. Let's see what else we have. Our Satsuma mandarins, they're ripening, and to be truthful, this year the Satsumas have been very bland in flavor, so I don't want to mislead you and say, oh, those are really good. I guess that's a regional thing, because the tree at my mom's about 20 miles away is also doing very bland fruit this year. And then over there we're overwintering our peppers. And then this is a bed of peas. These are USI peas. They're more for growing for the shoots and the leaves, so we're supposed to pick these off, and we have quite a bit now, so we got to pick them off. And then in the back we have some snap peas. This area gets a lot of shade in the wintertime, so things grow a little bit more slowly here. And then in this bed we have radicchio. Hopefully we get one nice head of radicchio. And then this is bok choy. This is the heirloom variety. It's got really nice white stems. I like the heirloom varieties because they taste a little bit closer to true bok choy, or they taste exactly like bok choy, versus the hybrids. They can taste a little bit more like chard. The other thing that we're growing more during this pandemic is salad. And these things, salads grow quickly, but their leaves are very tender. So that's why I like the mustard, because mustard grows fast and it has a nice snap to it. This is butter crunch, and then we have some other things growing there. We've got some onions. These are red onions that we tried to grow, I think, in the summer, and then they didn't get very big, so we're going to treat them as onion sets and see how they do. And then over here is a African marigold, and one of the things I discovered is that for the African marigolds, they like the fall weather, because this plant's been growing all summer, and then it suddenly shot up and grew into a tall plant, which we shaped into a topiary. And so it's nice to have some flowers in the fall and winter. They're also known as Mexican. They're actually Mexican marigolds or Aztec marigolds, but somehow they're mostly known as African marigolds. And this is a native plant that's native to Mexico. And as far as this part of the garden, that's what we have today. The sun's coming out, and we're gonna sign off, enjoy the sun a little bit. So until next time, thanks for always visiting our garden. I hope you're doing well, and we're looking forward to the new year.